we have one more dry chemical, nothing but powder type, which is commonly used in actual practice. Because you see, for example, in case of fire, did you get the time to find out the cause of fire? For example, in a the multi-fuel area, like residential, if fire occur, did you get the time to find out how the fire occur? To use the type of fire extinguisher? For example, two types of fire extinguisher I'm using in residential building or residential villa. One is a water and second is say CO2. Hmm. So if I use two, in case of fire, if the fire occur because of electrical short circuit and if I use water, no use. So did you get the time to inspect what type of fire at the time of fire event? No. You will not get that
No.
much of time. The people get panic. Okay. What are the options available they try to use? Okay. So in case of multi-fuel occupancy, we can use the dry chemical because in dry chemical, nothing but powder type, we have options. You see, we have DC, we have ABC, and we have BC. Most commonly, you'll find ABC can be used for class A, class B, and class C. So most commonly residential, you'll find this powder type ABC. In office, you'll find powder type ABC. In residential kitchen, ABC. In electrical room, again this ABC. Okay. So most commonly you'll find this powder type. In this powder type, we have different options also. We have different powders. One example is a potassium for K type for kitchen. Similarly, we have a list of powder, but major portion of the powder, you see, the greatest portion of this powder is a composed of monoammonium phosphate. Monoammonium phosphate with the potassium, with the sulfate, we have different combination. And for that, in NFPA 10, you can refer uh, table number 10. Table number 10 only. So in that you'll find the list of different chemicals with the mist powder option with the capacity and standard also. But mostly we'll get the information from the manufacturer too. Next, ABC fire extinguisher are red, and the range is from 5 to 20 pounds, again as per Tyco. And you can find out here, again, this is, you see, this is not with the horn, this is again with the pipe like a water, because this is not the complete gas, na? But this powder, how to use in case of fire? Because again, inside you'll not find any pump or any pressure device. So you see, you can find N. N is nitrogen. Nitrogen also a inert gas. And this also comes under clean agent, but we cannot say clean agent with the powder because we are using powder here. So in order to get this powder out, in case of when we use at the time of fire event, the powder must come out. So to get that powder out, this is a mixture of powder with the nitrogen. Nitrogen is dry gas and non-combustible. We cannot use direct air. Air means will have the moisture and may affect to this powder. So we are using dry air, dry gas, that is nitrogen. So it's compressed. It's a mixture of the nitrogen and the powder, and in the compressed form, so that the pressure can create, because gases are compressible, you know. So with this compressed pressure of nitrogen, the powder can come out from this fire extinguisher, okay, to use on the affected area. But remember, this CO2, I don't have much experience about this water type, but this CO2 we can use multiple times. Multiple times. Suppose if I use for one time and within one spray the fire control, okay, we can use for other time. Anyhow, maintenance people must feel that. But in case if you talk about this powder type, it's used for one time use. One time, because once you use this, the pressure will drop, even though the some powder is available inside. Okay, so once we use, again charging is required. Okay, so we cannot use for multiple times. Even generally other also we are not using for multiple time, but in case of CO2, if fire occur, we can use suppose 20%, remaining 70 80% is available, we can reuse. Again, the maintenance people will fill this, but if you not fill also, if the pressure is still available or if the gas is available, we can use. But in case of powder type, it's for one time use. Again, charging is required. Even though the powder is available, this pressure charging is required. And again, this also come with the pressure gauge, and with the pressure gauge, you can find out manually. You can inspect uh, whether it is full or half or empty. Mm. Because sometimes because of leakages, long time like 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, the pressure may leak from this. Okay, anyhow, the maintenance people will take care of this. Whenever they fill or they will check, they will put the sticker for the next date for the maintenance, and for 3 months or 1 month or 3 months they will check. If the pressure drop again, they will take care for the big project with the maintenance people. But suppose if it is a small office and there is no maintenance and you are the client, then you can check this physically. Okay, next. So here you see it's available with the different option, but most commonly ABC in actual practice. Next, as I said, most common in electrical room, you'll find CO2 plus powder type. In kitchen also, CO2 plus powder type. In communication room or in other areas like laboratory also, we can use the combination of this. But for example, if you talk about this UAE, in most of the location, the electrical room is locked. The building occupants or the only the authorized person can operate. If it is locked, if fire occur, there should be some automatic option. Na? So for that, you'll find automatic fire extinguisher. Automatic is simple. You know sprinkler. Sprinkler, you see. This yellow color means the temperature rating is high, above 77 degrees centigrade. Anyhow, we'll discuss about this rating, colors, bulb, quick response, standard response, all this in sprinkler system and FP30. At this level, this is just sprinkler, is a device, not sprinkler system. This sprinkler only a device which is used to uh, supply this CO2 or the dry chemical, this dry powder in case of fire event, and this is sprinkler will break. And this color with the thermal rating, and here is a deflector and the frame, and this is attached, and you see you can find the pressure gauge and the ceiling suspended type. You can hang on the ceiling. So as per the temperature rating, for example, if I use this for high temperature area, we are using yellow color, further high purple or further means like 200 degrees centigrade plus, you'll find black color also. Or else most commonly in commercial or residential, orange or red color, which come with orange means generally 58 degree centigrade, red color up to 68 to 65 to 70 degree uh, centigrade. Anyhow, this rating range as per NFPA also I'll show you in the table. As per NFPA is up to 77. So we'll discuss this. So as per the color, and so as per the thermal rating, this will break and the compressed CO2 or the powder will come out. And so on the affected area. So this is automatic type, ceiling suspended type. Okay. So most commonly electrical room in UAE you'll find this CO2 plus this ABC automatic type. Or where manual operation is difficult, we can use this automatic type, like remote switchgear areas or remote areas. There is no manual operation. We can use this option. Okay. For small areas, for big areas, we have other systems also, automatic options like CO2 sprinkler system or clean agent, etc. That also comes under waterless system. Next, now the question is how to use this. In case of automatic, it will directly automatically it will operate as per the thermal rating. But in case for manual, how to use this? Very simple. I think you know this. If you don't know, just this is for you, because as an engineer or as a human, you should know how to use this. And for this, for training purpose, we have the phrase called PASS, PASS. Okay. And on the YouTube, you can type this PASS or how to use fire extinguisher. You'll find n number of videos. Okay, just have a look. You'll get some idea, because as a human also you should know how to use this, because in case of fire event, if you are available, you can take the control of this. But remember, if possible, if you can control, then only try to control the fire. If it is out of your limit, it is not at all recommended to put your life in danger or others. So we have, as per this life safety code NFPA 1, when you are trying to control as a building occupants, when you are trying to control the fire, if it is not able to control, it is better to come out from that area. And that's the reason whenever you're using this fire extinguisher, always you must use near the escape routes or near the doors. For example, suppose here is a room and it's a door. right? And fire occurs somewhere here. And if you are controlling from this side, is wrong. You must control from this side. This is correct. Because we cannot predict the nature of fire. Suppose beside this some tank with a fuel or something, so it may burst. Or you cannot predict the fire, and you don't know exactly the combustion metal or that area. So if you control from this side, if you're not able to control, at least you can come out from that area and close the door. Okay, just to avoid this supply of the oxygen. So it is, so to be safe side, always from the escape routes. Next we'll talk about the phase called pass. Simple. First P is what? Pull the pin. Generally you'll find the lock pin. You'll find this some obstruction here with the plastic. So when you pull the lock pin, you can remove this plastic obstruction. Then aims on the fire, where the fire occurs. You need to aim on that. Then squeeze the handle. Sometime in panic, if you just squeeze with very high force, it may damage also. It may bend also. If it is a local type, generally it will not happen. But sometime if it is a local type, this may bend. So be careful. Don't just press with a very high pressure. Check. You can check. Okay, initially. So first pull the pin, then aims on the fire, then squeeze the handle, then sweep on the fire. Sweep on the fire on that area, and just on the YouTube just type pass or how to use fire extinguisher. You'll get that. Generally 3 to 5 feet range. And again depends on as per the type also. So you can find some videos on the YouTube just to get the idea how to use exactly with some more points. Next, remember after controlling the fire also, wait for, if you can able to control the fire, wait for some minutes, because the fire can reignite because of heat. Okay, again if it is reignite means you can able to control. And remember at the initial stage, if you can able to control, it's the best option. When the fire occur beyond the limit, it is difficult. Even the fire extinguisher also is struggling to control the fire. I think you saw some cases. So initial controlling the fire at the initial case is the best option and easy option. Okay, so wait for some minutes on that area. If the fire again reignite because of the temperature, then you can able to control that. Okay, so this is about NFPA 10 portable fire extinguisher. And when I open the drawing after completing the sprinkler system, I'll show you the locations of this. Most commonly you'll find in the staircase, or in the passages, in the lobbies, or in the emergency exit, etc. Anyhow, I'll give you the exact locations when I open the drawing, means the project after completing the sprinkler system to verify the systems. And apart from this, some more points is given in the notes related to the inspection maintenance, additional theory. You can go through once, you can read all these things. And one more table, I'll show you this table. This table also I'll show you how to use as per the area when I start the project with the sprinkler system. And here some legends are given, and you see this legend is from UAE for one project standard. This may vary as per your consultant also, but just for example, with the legends only you can able to read the drawings. Here this legend represents ceiling suspended CO2 automatic fire extinguisher. This fill arrow 5 kg CO2, open arrow 4.5 kg ABC, fill arrow with the strike 9 liters pressurized water extinguisher, open arrow with the strike 2 kg dry. This is taken from one project of UAE, but this indication legends means you can find out. If you find this kind of thing in the drawing, means suppose if you find this fill arrow in the electrical room, it means in that area this 5 kg CO2 sprinkler is installed. Anyhow, I'll open the, if you are a beginner, don't worry, I'll open the drawing, I'll confirm all this with the project. I'll confirm all these systems in the drawings also when we talk about, and you can find one complete project in your data which I sent to you. In that you'll find one complete project with different system, this fire extinguisher, sprinkler system, as well as standpipe system in that area. For CO2 system, I'll give you the separate drawing. FM200 also drawing is different. Okay, but in the project which I provide to you, in that you can confirm all this. Okay, So this is about NFPA 10 portable fire extinguisher, but this is not the end. The locations and all, and I open the project, I'll confirm, and we'll learn how to identify this, and even we'll confirm the location also when I open the project. Okay, and yeah, that's it for this NFPA 10. So go through once,